Imagine being told you have no talent, no creativity, and no future in your chosen career. It's the kind of rejection that would make most people give up. But one man took that dismissal and turned it into one of the greatest entertainment empires in history. This is the incredible story of Walt Disney. Walter Elias Disney was born in 1901 in Chicago, Illinois. From a young age, he had a passion for drawing. He would spend hours sketching cartoons, creating little stories and worlds, with just a pencil and paper. But his childhood wasn't always a fairy tale. The Disney family often faced financial hardship, and a young Walt had to wake up before dawn to deliver newspapers, working long hours before even heading to school. Despite the struggles, he never let go of his pencil, never stopped drawing, and never stopped dreaming. As he grew older, Walt was determined to make a living as an artist. But the road to success was filled with setbacks. In one of his early jobs at a newspaper, an editor fired him, famously telling him that he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. Looking back, that editor's judgment has to be one of the most ironic and misguided critiques in business history. Undeterred, Walt tried to start his own animation studio in the early 1920s. For a while, things looked promising, but ultimately, the company went bankrupt. Walt lost almost everything. With just a few dollars in his pocket and a suitcase full of hopes, he made a bold move to Hollywood to start over. In California, he joined forces with his brother, Roy, and together they founded the Disney Brothers Studio. It was a fresh start, but the real breakthrough was yet to come. One day, on a long train ride back to Los Angeles, after a disappointing business meeting, Walt sketched out a new character. It was a small, plucky, and incredibly cheerful mouse. Initially, he named him Mortimer, but his wife Lillian suggested a friendlier name, Mickey. And so, Mickey Mouse was born. In 1928, the world met Mickey in the animated short film, Steamboat Willie. What made it revolutionary was its use of synchronized sound, a first for cartoons. The audience went wild. Mickey Mouse wasn't just a character, he was a phenomenon, and he quickly became a global superstar, launching the Disney studio into the spotlight. But Walt Disney was never one to rest on his laurels. He was a relentless innovator, always pushing the boundaries of what was possible in animation. In 1937, he took his biggest gamble yet. He decided to create the first ever full-length animated feature film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The industry was skeptical. Critics called it Disney's folly, predicting it would be a colossal failure that would bankrupt his studio. But Walt believed in his vision, and he was right. Snow White was a monumental success. It captivated audiences, received critical acclaim, and completely changed the film industry forever. From there, the Disney magic just kept growing. Beloved characters like Pinocchio, Dumbo, and Bambi followed, touching the hearts of millions. But even with all this success, Walt had an even bigger, more ambitious dream. He envisioned a place where the stories he created could come to life. A magical park where parents and children could have fun together. In 1955, that dream became a reality. Disneyland opened its gates in Anaheim, California. It was unlike anything the world had ever seen. It wasn't just an amusement park with rides. It was a meticulously crafted world of fantasy and adventure. A place where imagination was king. Today, the Walt Disney Company is a global entertainment titan, encompassing movies, television, theme parks, and merchandise recognized all over the world. But at the heart of this massive empire is the story of one man who refused to let failure define him. Walt Disney famously said, "All our dreams can come true, if we have the courage to pursue them." His own life is the ultimate proof of that idea. From a boy with a sketchbook to the creator of a magical kingdom, Walt Disney showed the world that with enough imagination and perseverance, you really can do the impossible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. See you next time.